Theatre lights had barely dimmed when news broke across London that Sam Heughan, beloved star of Outlander, had been rushed to hospital after collapsing during rehearsals for Macbeth. It was supposed to be the performance that redefined his career, the chance to prove himself once more on stage, where his journey as an actor first began. Instead, fans awoke to headlines that left them stunned. Sam Heughan hospitalized in London. Witnesses described a harrowing scene inside the rehearsal room. Sam, immersed in one of Macbeth's most grueling monologues, staggered suddenly and fell, clutching at his chest as castmates and crew rushed forward. It was terrifying, one technician later admitted. He gave everything to that scene, too much, maybe. And then, in a blink, he was on the ground. Within minutes, paramedics had arrived. Sam, pale and visibly weakened, was carefully placed on a stretcher and rushed out of the theater. The director called an immediate halt to rehearsals, but the damage had been done. Rumors swirled online within the hour, with fans around the world flooding Twitter and Instagram with anxious posts. "What happened to Sam Heughan? Please tell me he's okay." Yet amid the chaos, one image quickly rose above the noise. Caitríona Balfe, Sam's longtime co-star and dearest friend, standing outside the hospital doors. She had reportedly been in London for her own commitments when the call came, and she wasted no time rushing to his side. Paparazzi photos captured her in a simple coat, her expression tight with worry, her eyes red as though she had been crying. Inside, witnesses say, Caitríona refused to leave Sam's bedside. One hospital staff member told a reporter off the record, "She was right there, holding his hand, speaking to him softly even when he drifted in and out of sleep." It was clear, she wasn't just a colleague. She was family. For fans who had adored their partnership on Outlander, the sight of Caitríona caring for Sam in such a vulnerable moment was almost too much to bear. Social media erupted with tributes not only to Sam's resilience but also to Caitríona's devotion. "She's always been his rock," one fan wrote. Another added, "This isn't acting. This is love, friendship, loyalty, all rolled into one. I'm in tears." Caitríona herself remained quiet in public during those first tense hours, but those who saw her in the hospital corridors described her as visibly shaken. At one point, according to reports, she broke down in tears, whispering, "I can't lose him." The words, overheard by a nurse, spread quickly online, further intensifying the emotional storm surrounding the incident. Meanwhile, outside the hospital, clusters of fans gathered, some holding banners and candles, others simply waiting for updates. One fan, interviewed by a local news outlet, said through tears, "I've followed Sam and Caitríona for 10 years. Seeing her there for him, it's like Claire and Jamie in real life. It breaks my heart and heals it at the same time." News outlets amplified the story, splashing headlines across the globe. Caitríona Balfe seen caring for hospitalized Sam Heughan. Entertainment reporters noted how rare it was for such a private friendship to be revealed in such raw form. What had always been hinted at in interviews, the depth of their trust and affection, was now laid bare for the world to see. But the most haunting detail remained. Sam's condition was still uncertain. Doctors had not yet issued a formal statement, and his representatives remained silent. Was it exhaustion, a minor collapse from overwork, or something more serious? Fans clung to every rumor, their hearts caught between fear and hope. Caitríona, meanwhile, stayed by his side through the night. One witness described her softly brushing his hair back as he slept, another said she held his hand so tightly her knuckles turned white. It was like she was willing him back to strength, the witness recalled. For now, the world could only watch and wait. Sam Heughan, the warrior so many had come to love, lay in a hospital bed. And Caitríona Balfe, the woman who had shared his greatest triumphs on screen, now stood guard over him in his darkest hour. The cliffhanger loomed large. Would Sam recover quickly, or was this scare the sign of a deeper struggle? And how would Caitríona, who had already shed tears by his bedside, face the possibility of losing the partner who had defined so much of her professional and personal journey? As dawn broke over London, the world was still reeling from the news. Sam Heughan, the face of Outlander and one of Scotland's most celebrated actors, remained in hospital after collapsing during rehearsals for Macbeth. For hours, the only glimpses of hope came through whispered accounts from those inside the hospital, and every one of them included the same detail. Caitríona Balfe was still at his side. By mid-morning, Caitríona finally addressed the situation publicly. On Instagram, she shared a photo of two clasped hands, hers and Sam's, taken in the quiet of his hospital room. The caption was simple, but powerful. "Sometimes life reminds us how fragile we are. Sam is strong, and he's getting the care he needs. Thank you all for your love and prayers. Please keep him in your thoughts as he rests and recovers." The post exploded across social media. Within an hour, it had hundreds of thousands of likes and tens of thousands of comments. Fans wrote messages like, "You two are family to us. Thank you for taking care of him." Another read, "We're crying with you, Caitríona. Stay strong." Her message, raw and intimate, offered reassurance while also revealing just how shaken she had been. For fans, it was the proof of something they had always believed, that the bond between Sam and Caitríona wasn't just scripted. It was real, unshakable, and rooted in genuine care. The fandom's reaction reached unprecedented levels. Hashtags like #StayStrongSam, #ThankYouCaitríona, and #OutlanderFamily trended globally. Across time zones, fans organized virtual vigils, posting videos of themselves lighting candles, holding handwritten notes, or reciting lines from Outlander that spoke of loyalty and love. One viral fan-made video paired footage of Caitríona leaving the hospital in tears with a montage of Jamie and Claire's most emotional moments, set to soft music. The caption read, "From fiction to reality. The love and loyalty never fade." It garnered millions of views within a day, further solidifying the cultural impact of the incident. The press framed Caitríona as the heroine of the story. People magazine ran the headline, "Caitríona Balfe stands guard over Sam Heughan in hospital." The Daily Mail published a photo essay of her rushing into the hospital late at night, describing her as the unwavering pillar of strength beside Scotland's leading man. Entertainment commentators pointed out the poignancy of the moment. For years, their bond has fueled Outlander's magic. But last night, it was laid bare for the world. Proof that beyond the characters, Sam and Caitríona are bound by something real. Late in the afternoon, at last, came the official statement fans had been waiting for. Sam's representatives confirmed that the actor had suffered from exhaustion and dehydration, exacerbated by the physical demands of his Macbeth rehearsals. He is stable, resting, and expected to make a full recovery, the statement read. Doctors have recommended rest, and rehearsals will be adjusted accordingly. The relief was immediate. Fans cheered online, thanking Caitríona for her care and praising Sam's resilience. "Our warrior will rise again," one fan posted. Another wrote, "Caitríona's tears were ours too. Now they're tears of relief." Later that evening, Caitríona was stopped by reporters outside the hospital. Though visibly tired, she spoke with quiet conviction. "Seeing him like that, it was one of the scariest moments of my life. Sam is more than a co-star. He's my family. I just kept thinking, I can't lose him." Her words resonated deeply, and clips of her emotional statement spread rapidly online. Fans across the globe admitted they broke down in tears upon hearing it. "This is why we love them," one Twitter user wrote. "Because their bond is real. Because their care for each other goes beyond the screen." Though the crisis had passed, its impact lingered. For Sam, it was a reminder that even the strongest warriors must pause to rest. For Caitríona, it was a moment that revealed the depth of her devotion, a side of her rarely shown so openly. And for fans, it was a turning point, a living testament to the kind of friendship that has always fueled their love for Outlander. The sight of Caitríona sitting by Sam's bedside, her hand clasping his, became the enduring image of the ordeal. It wasn't a scene from a script, but it carried all the weight of their most powerful moments together on screen. As Sam recovered, fans knew one thing with certainty. The tears they shed weren't just for the fear of losing him, but for the beauty of witnessing a friendship that transcends fame, fiction, and time itself.